Better Call Harry is ending the week with fantastic news for a Woodstock couple and their disabled son.
Last week, we told you how the family is suing an elevator company and the contractor for messing up the job. Well, after that story ran, 3 elevator companies offered to help. One of them is right down the street in Kennesaw.
2 years ago, Courtney and Brian Froy hired an elevator company to modify their home for their son, Tanner. But everything stopped when they found out that the contractor allegedly used the wrong dimensions, meaning their son's chair wasn't going to fit. Since our story aired, their GoFundMe went to $6,800. But on top of that, Genesis Elevator in Kennesaw says it's going to finish the job.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
I'm a little in shock. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Courtney and Brian Froy couldn't believe it when we told them on Monday, Genesis Elevator Company will be at their door. Stuart Smith is an owner and vice president.
A friend of mine, Tim Murphy, he's an elevator consultant here in town. He forwarded me the link to what you did. And he said, you got to see this. And so I opened it up and watched it. And after I picked my jaw up off where I called Jay, my partner, and said, hey, we got to do something.
The Froy's 7-year-old son, Tanner, suffers from a rare disease called CDKL5. He can't talk or walk or speak, and he has seizures every day.
The fact that I can't care for my own child is, it's disheartening.
Moving Tanner was easier when he was young, but at 70 pounds, it's too much. So the Froys raised thousands of dollars and put in their own money to add the elevator.
So this is our hole.
2 years later, they have an elevator shaft and a lawsuit. The Froys are suing Remy Home Elevators and the contractor for breach of contract and fraud.
He built the specs of the shaft, which were the specs of the elevator.
If the elevator goes in, Tanner's chair won't fit. For Smith, this is personal. He too has a disabled son.
And Miss Boyd conveyed to me that they want to do everything in their power to let Tanner enjoy everything that life has to offer. They don't want to confine him to one floor of the house or one room in the house. They want him to be able to get as mobile as possible.
In the last 2 or 3 days, I think more has happened than we've ever imagined could.
So the elevator and the installation are free, but they still have to move the walls, so we're leaving the GoFundMe up. We will be at Genesis next week when the Froys pick out their new elevator. I'm Better Call Harry, CBS 46 News.